Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's class. The course remains CRD 322 Cooperative Field Administration. So, today we'll be talking about factors that motivate prompt inspection duties. Okay, for us to be on the same page, let me share my slide. Okay, now our objectives is that at the end of this facilitation session, every student should be able to describe the vigor with which cooperative assistants execute inspection duties in an unsuitable economic environment. Students, after these lectures, should be able to discuss how actions of cooperative assistants can negatively influence the outcome of the society's activities. Let's talk about the factors that motivate prompt inspection duties. The first factor is payment of salaries and other entitlements. Now, the salaries and other entitlement of the cooperative assistant, if paid regularly, can be a stronger motivation for prompt inspection duties. Number two is the provision of motorcycle loans, easy repayment conditions on that. Now, the employers of cooperative assistants gave them motorcycle loan in the past so that they could purchase motorcycles to be able to travel to the societies allocated to them with ease, especially in the rural areas, hinterlands. Some of these societies were located in villages which were not motorable. In some cases, the vehicles plying the motorable areas do so once a day and sometimes break down before getting to their destination. When the vehicles break down, the cooperative assistants will not be able to travel to the society. So the need for that loan and the motorcycle loan and all that became very important. Number three factors that motivate prompt inspection duties is the regular supply of working tools. Every workman needs a tool, materials, which the cooperative assistant requires as well. In the past, cooperative assistants were provided with necessary working tools and materials. Such tools and materials include stationaries, files, forms, writing materials in the area office for their use. Also, whenever the government wanted to supply insecticides, fertilizers, loans, outboard engines to the societies, they do so through them. In view of this, the cooperatives put a lot of trust in them. The third factor that can help to that can motivate prompt inspection duties is the provision of comfortable offices for comfortable offices for the officers. Through the cooperative assistants, though the cooperative assistants are not sedentary, they were usually provided with comfortable offices in which they perform their duties when they are not on tours, which serves as additional incentive to them. Number five, they enjoyed conducive economic environment. In the past, the officers were able to work well because they were working in a conducive environment. The exchange rate for the naira today was suitable. Consumable items are affordable and cheap, but today the economic environment can be very harsh. So one of the a conducive working environment. Now, let's talk about the vigor with which cooperative assistants execute inspection duty in an unsuitable economic environment. The job had some setback when there was embargo on employment at the federal and state levels, and those on the job were too few to carry out the inspection exercise on cooperatives successfully. Other reasons for the laxity in their job, among others, include irregular payment of staff. This affects the vigor with which cooperative assistants execute their work. The salaries of cooperative assistants are in many cases not paid regularly. This results in the officers borrowing before the salary payment. At times, they borrow more than the amount they are to receive as salaries. Hence, the debt accumulated over a long period of time, and at last, they end up in a financial mess. Number two is accumulation and non-payment of their kilometer claims. Though cooperative assistants are entitled to making kilometer claims for their official journeys made. For months or years now, such claims pile up without any attention. In some states, the payment of such claim has stopped with no idea on when the payment will be resuscitated. This discourages them from traveling to the societies allocated to them, especially if they will not be able to reclaim the money from the society they are inspecting. Number three, no more motorcycle loans or car loans or car refurbishing loans. Cooperative assistants are no more giving motorcycle loans or even loans to refurbish their motorcycles, if at all they have any these days. Okay, we have number four, general hardship on the part of the officers. The economy is bad, so hard times can also affect their vigor. Number five, intermittent increase in transport fares. You and I know that the transport fares have increased dramatically, and that affects the willingness of the cooperative assistant to carry out his inspection duty to the rural environment. The fuel price has gone up, and that is also affecting, even if he wanted to fuel his car or motorcycles to go in there. Number six, irregular promotion. At some level, at the federal level, state level, the problem of irregular promotion are common due to the financial and political factors, and this causes frustration on the job for the cooperative assistant. Also, this problem makes some of them misbehave in the field. They resort to a lot of atrocities which hinder the growth of the many cooperatives they are in charge of. Now, how actions of the cooperative assistants can negatively influence the outcome of the society's activities. Many cooperative assistants misbehave in the field, while a lot on the contrary are well behaved. Some of the misbehaviors are caused by the problems mentioned earlier. We just mentioned them above. When they misbehave in the field, or they reduce or stop the inspection exercise they are expected to carry out due to problems mentioned above, the following may be the result. One, irregular inspection. They don't go for inspections anymore. Two, disinvestment and misapplication of funds. Due to the irregular inspection by cooperative assistants, cooperative societies may be disinvesting or misapplying their funds since they don't have anybody overseeing them or supervising them. Number three, laxity and mismanagement on the part of the cooperative officers. Cooperative officers are normally kept on their toes by the cooperative assistant because of their routine visit. But now the cooperative officers of the cooperative society may start misbehaving anyhow when they know that the cooperative assistance is not coming to inspect their society. Number four, increase in fraudulent activities. Regular inspection curtails fraudulent activities. When the books and records of the society are not checked for some time or for some years, fraudulent activities will be on the increase. This means the society is gradually folding up. Now, in summary, we have discussed inspections exercise to visit society, know their problems, suggest improvement to enable society develop further. Socioeconomic activities will improve the members' standard of living. So we conclude that the examination, and we conclude, and we're in our conclusion, we examine the inspection and the checking report of the Cooperative Thrift and Credit Society Limited, the comments in the report, the business and financial management within the report, also the importance of minutes books, general administration, and general remarks, all in the inspection and checking report. Also presented is regular payment of salaries. Further explained is the figure with which cooperative assistants execute inspection duties in an unsuitable economic environment. Finally, we discuss the effect of misbehavior of the cooperative assistant on the cooperative society. I would advise every student to attempt this in-course assignment to assess yourself to what extent you have understood what we have studied in these units so far. So number one, discuss the inspection and checking report of a Cooperative Thrift and Credit Society Limited. Number two, explain the importance of minute book and general administration. Number 3, describe regular payment of salaries. Number 4, explain the vigor with which cooperative assistants execute inspection duties in an unsuitable economic environment. Number 5, discuss the effect of the misbehavior of cooperative assistants on cooperative society. All right, thank you very much for today. Thank you for joining today's session. If you have learned from these videos, click the notification button. Please give it a thumbs up so that others can see it or will see it. Always remember to subscribe if you have not done so. Until next time, keep learning.